Hey Lavi, it's Kiki here, and I hope you and yours are doing great. If it's your first time being here, I appreciate you for stopping by. Please hit the subscribe button if you haven't so we can connect and become fragrance friends. You can also find me on Instagram and TikTok at My Fragrance Trail. Now, today's video is all about the latest release from Lattafa called Sehr. I got my bottle and I have a few thoughts on it, some layering recommendations, and generally, should you buy it or not? If you'd like to know what my thoughts are, why don't you get settled, get hydrated? Let's get into the video. Now, first off, we have to appreciate the work of art that is this bottle. When I think that Lattafa has outdone themselves, they're like, hold on, we got more. Look at this gorgeousness of bottle. This is a work of art. I don't know that I have a pricier fragrance that has gone so beautifully packaged as Sarah is or has been done here. Okay, it's quite heavy, so I'm struggling rotating it, but I have to show you the cap. This looks like a dragon trying to consume a fireball. Do you see how immaculate this is? Under the sun, this glistens like it shines so beautifully. Lattafa has outdone themselves again. Like, it just is so detailed. You cannot just not fall in love or be in awe of this design. They deserve their tens with this gorgeousness. If you're a fan of the art or you just love luxurious looking bottle packagings, you're definitely going to be in love with Sehr. Now the juice. Sehr is a fragrance that I will tell you, you got to be patient with it because it's going to take you on a little journey. What you get at the opening is going to be different from what you're going to get in the dry down. Now with Sehr, we have some likable and typical notes like bitter almonds, amber tonka bean, some cinnamon, and vanilla absolute, which is a more creamier take on vanilla, more like vanilla extract. Those are the notes infused in Sehr. And one will think, oh my gosh, this is going to be another gourmand fragrance. Wrong. With Sehr, I got two different fragrances. At the opening, I'm going to spritz this so you can see the atomizer. Beautiful. It gives you just a beautiful offering of your fragrance. It smells just like angel share at the opening. You have something very sweet, almost boozy, slightly cinnamony at the opening, which is typical of the angel share accord. That's literally what you're going to get. And you might be like, are you serious? Am I getting another angel share clone? Yeah, that's what you're getting at the opening. So that ear is just for the opening. And to me and on my skin, the opening stays for a little while. I remember yesterday, the only video I've seen about this is from, I believe it's Alahi World. And a few people had also alluded to this smelling like angel share. And I was like, oh my gosh, it also smells like angel share. Tell me why within an hour of sniffing my hand back where I'd spritzed it on, all I could get was the nuttiness from bitter almonds, the woodiness here as well from akigala wood that is almost like toasted woods. The combination of those gave me something that was hard to miss. What it gave me was Milk Plus by Commodity, and yeah, that's all I was getting. And it was almost like a light bulb went over my head. I had to go back to Alahi World's comments where I mentioned Angel Sherman, like, wait a minute, this also smells like Milk Plus by Commodity to me. And that's literally it. This is why I said this is a fragrance that you gotta be patient with. What you're getting at the open is not what you're going to get in the dry down. And throughout the wear of this fragrance yesterday and even today, all I'm getting is that nuttiness. The nut feels like, very freshly toasted or baked almond nuts. No salt in there, no sugar in there. It's in the creamy form that you get once you bite into it. That richness, that thickness, that's what you're getting in the nutty aspect from the bitter almonds. It's not sweet almonds. Bitter is not bitter like in your face. No, it just mutes out the sweetness. That's how the nuts perform here, and it really, really shines through. The woodiness is almost smoking. Think about like you have woods in the fire and you bring it out. It's not burnt. It's just slightly smoked. That's how the wood appears here. Combined with the nuttiness, you get something sort of addictive, nutty, woody, creamy, very luxurious in the way it smells. It doesn't smell cheap at all. So for reference, this is Intimate Silhouette by Cristiano Siriano. I love this so much. It's a perfect dupe for Milk Plus by Commodity. And this was my reference with my little sample of Milk Plus left. I dabbed that on my hand. I also spritzed this on my hand, and then I had Sehr on the different hand. And I tell you, the dry down was there with what I had gotten from Intimate Silhouette and Milk Plus. I couldn't tell them apart. So this is what was like the final stop for me. I'm like, yeah, these two are one and the same. Hopefully other people will get something similar, or you know what, it may change for them. But for my nose, the accord that is being formed is Milk Plus by Commodity, and I really enjoy that fragrance. So if you already own Milk Plus by Commodity, I would say that this is more or less redundant to own, and that's me being completely honest with you. But if you've always wanted that fragrance and you just want to explore the concept of how it would turn out when done by an Arabic brand, get your hands on Sehr. This is a beautiful fragrance, but I'm actually quite surprised that Lattafa is releasing this now, because in as much as it's beautiful, it's not a fragrance that I will pull out in the heat. We're just entering summer. We're about to enter summer actually. And I can't imagine someone wanting to wear this during the daytime. It will be too much. Rather, maybe in the evenings on a beautiful summer date night, it might work. But the best time, the absolute perfect time to wear Sarah's fragrance or the other fragrances that it's duping is during the fall and winter. That's when it really shines through. The woodiness will come alive. Sarah is one that is not a beast mode of a fragrance, okay? It's not going to like fill up a space or a room, nah. But this is one that will stay on your clothes. When I wore it yesterday, I could still smell that top I spritzed this on the next day, which is today. I could still smell Sarah on my clothes, right? Then on my skin, I would say it stayed on half day. It was slowly drying out towards the evening, but for the most part of yesterday, I could smell Sarah on my skin. I didn't spritz it on my skin today, more on my clothes, and I'm getting lots of it around here. So it has a beautiful bubble of about a feet and two, but it would not leave such a huge sillage. That is what I'm getting with Sarah, and it's understandable. It's a new fragrance. I'm not expecting it to be beast of a beast. I know there's some that are like that, like Eclair, but this one is not that, which is great. Now, in terms of who can wear this, this is a perfectly unisex fragrance. It's not one that I would say it's leaning more feminine or more masculine. No, it's perfectly aligned in that middle point of being a unisex fragrance, as is Milk Plus by Commodity and any other fragrance that has a nutty woody base, as is done with Stare in a fragrance. This is gorgeous. I would say that you can actually give this as a great Father's Day gift. I mean, especially for a dad, if he loves art, if he loves shows like Game of Thrones, this is one that would just really, really captivate him. And this is a good conversation starter. I mean, look at this bottle. I'm just in awe of it. It's stunning. It's just, I mean, for the price point, less than $40, $50, you're getting this. Come on. So that's what I have in terms of Ser. It smells really great, but it's not a new or unique accord that is hard to find in the market. You can easily find it. Milk Plus by Commodity, Intimate Silhouette by Cristiano Siriano. Those are fragrances that are great reference points if you're trying to understand what Ser smells like. But again, it smells beautiful and it's worth wearing in the fall or winter season. Now for layering options, I got four. First off is Sarah, of course, and Camera by Lattafa. Wearing these two together would emphasize the cinnamon, spiciness, and sweetness, as well as some booziness from Camera infused into Sarah. So in Sarah, you also have cinnamon, and the combination of this would amplify that sweetness that you're getting with Camera that is sort of missing in the dry down of Sarah as a fragrance. Sarah doesn't turn sweet. It opens up a little sweet, but then that goes away. So adding Camera to it will make it smell so delicious. Like the sillage as well of Camera will pull in the notes that you have from there, making this a head turner. I already tried out this layering options that I'm suggesting right now to you, and they are just absolute game changers. You have to try them. Camera and Sarah work together. They are almost like besties when you layer them together. So that opening you're going to get in Sarah, it continues with Camera, and it just becomes a beautiful marriage of these two lovely fragrances. Next, I've got Amir Oud Intense Oud with Sarah. Now, this absolutely is my favorite of the four I'm going to share with you. That's because Amir Oud Intense Oud is a very thick, rich, very sexy fragrance. This is a dupe of By the Fireplace by Mr. Martin Margiela. It's also by Lattafa, and it has that woodiness that is sweet, sugary woods. That's what you're getting with Amira Oud Intense Oud, and it smells a bit smoky. Mix that up with Ser. The woods here just becomes so bold, so addictive. This is one that is almost erotic in the way it smells, the combination of these two. And let me tell you, you're going to turn heads. My head turned when I mixed this together, which is why this is my favorite of the combination. This is an absolute dynamite combination. You will smell so good. These two, my favorite combos, and in winter or fall, oh my god, no one is going to smell better than you if you put these two fragrances together. Next addition to sale will be Eclair by Lattafa. Let me tell you, this will have you eating yourself up. It's that good. So you have the sweet, creamy denseness of Eclair mixed with that nuttiness from Ser. And what you're having is Ser sort of slightly mutes out the sweetness, but mirrors that creaminess that you're getting from Eclair. It's almost like you're eating cookies, right? With a slight burn to it. It is so yummy, so mouth-watering, so addictive. You probably will not be able to stop sniffing yourself because of how good this is. Both of them work. It's just a unique combination, and you're bringing in best of both worlds: sweetness, creaminess, nuttiness, woodiness. These two together is another love of mine. If you try to layer them, you'll get the point of what I'm saying. These two are so good. And finally, a very sexy combo. This is Mountain Nuit Paris by Grandeur Elite, and also Serre, of course. And here we have Mountain Nuit Paris, which is a dupe of Arabian's Tonka. So you know Arabian's Tonka is about sugar and saffron with some woods, right? So that's a very sexy fragrance. And you bring in Serre by Lattafa. So you're having sugar, you're having saffron, you're having nuts and woods combined together. This is just, I am the it girl. I am so sexy. I'm in charge. That is how this fragrance works. Actually, this is a combo that would lean more feminine, a very sexy woman. Think just a woman who is in charge and in control, but still soft and feminine. That is how this combo works. I don't know how it works, but it works, and I'm loving it so much. Actually, I enjoyed all the layering combinations, but I mentioned my favorite. However, if you're looking for something sexy, amplify the sexiness. You know, there's a difference between sexy and mouth-watering. I'm sure you know. So you're looking for sexy, you're gonna get that with this combination, which is a dupe of Arabian's Tonka, Mountain Nuit Paris, and Serre. I'm telling you, this is gold. And there you have it, my love. That's my review of Serre, a new fragrance by Lattafa. I had to put that bottle down because it is heavy. It's a great fragrance. Get it if you want it. It's all your choice. Do you agree with my review? Let me know in the comments. I cannot wait to read from you, and I can't wait to see you in my next video. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't. Share this with your loved ones and give me a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. Until next time, stay blessed, stay beautiful. You are so beautiful. You're made for more, and do not let anyone dim your lights. See you soon.